So hello everyone. So this is part 2 of our discussion. So for our part 2, we are gonna discuss our one of the most important equation for your moist unit weight, your dry unit weight. Yan. Okay. So that is gamma, this one, gamma that is equal to your quantity of 1 plus W, which is your moisture content, multiplied by your GS specific gravity, your unit weight of water all over your 1 plus void ratio. So first of all, paano ba naging ganyan yun? Okay. So, kailangan natin i-prove na yung gamma natin, which is your moist unit weight, that is equal to this one. Okay. So punta tayo dito. So what are we trying to prove is that is unit weight gamma moist unit weight that is equal to this one. Okay. Ano ba yung mga considerations natin? Okay. So we know that our unit weight gamma is equal to the total weight of the object all over the total volume. Yan. For this example, we are trying to prove that this is the unit weight of soil. Yeah, okay. And then in soils, the total weight is composed of the total weight of your soil solids plus the total weight of water. Plus, if we try to consider total weight of your air, which is equal to 0. Yan, approximately equal to 0. Okay, so that is total weight of soil solids, WS, plus WW all over V total volume. Yan. Okay, so paano ba naging ganyan yung ating equation? First, kunin natin yung equation ng ating specific gravity, GS, mula sa ating past discussion. Yan. So that is specific gravity, GS, that is equal to your total weight of soil all over the total volume of soil solids multiplied by the unit weight of water. Okay, so our goal is to eliminate all na hindi kasama sa equation na to. So yung goal natin is to make your moist unit weight, the equation of moist unit weight in terms of your moisture content, specific gravity, and your unit weight of water, and also your void ratio. So kailangan nating eliminate yung mga wala sa equation, which is your total weight of soil solids and your total weight of water and also your volume. Okay, so we need to use the equation of your specific gravity, GS. Yan. Okay, to eliminate those WS, WW, and your total volume. Okay, saan ba natin sa-substitute to? Okay, so as you can see, meron tayong WS all over VS dito. Also, in this equation, we have also your WS all over V. Okay? Ano ba yan? Okay, so yung sunod na problem natin, okay, so yung sunod na problem natin is wala tayong VS. Okay, so saan tayo kukuha ng volume of soil solids? Siyempre, doon tayo sa total volume. And punta tayo sa last equation na piniprove natin. Meron tayong void ratio, E. So, pwede natin gamitin yon. So, rewrite natin yung equation ng void ratio. That is E. Gamitin ko na lang dito. That is equal to the total volume of your voids, VV, all over the total volume of your soil solids. And remember na yung total volume, that is equal to the total volume of your voids plus the total volume of your soil solids. Okay? Then I'll be trying to rewrite the equation of your void ratio. So that would be equal to, so that is EVS. That would be equal to the total volume of your voids, VV. Yeah, okay. And then we substitute the value of this one into the equation of the total volume. Yeah. So we would have V total volume. Iba na to ha. So the total volume of your soil mass, that is equal to, substitute the value of your volume of voids here. So that is EVS plus VS. So we would have total volume of soil mass, that would be equal to 1 plus E VS. Inabas ko lang yung VS sa equation. Okay, so as you can see, meron na tayong 1 plus E dyan. So pwede nating magamit dito sa equation. Okay? So punta tayo, balik tayo sa equation, sa real equation dito. Okay? So rewrite ko lang, guys. So that is unit weight. That is equal to WS plus WW all over V. Yeah. Okay? And then substitute lahat natin yung nagawa nating equation dito. So that is unit weight. So that is WS plus WW all over 1 plus E VS. Okay, so balik tayo sa equation ng ating specific gravity. So as you can see, meron tayong WS all over VS dito. Meron din tayong WS all over VS dito. Okay, so tuloy natin. Gawin kong WS all over VS plus WW all over VS. Ayan. So labas ko lang yung 1 plus E dito. So that is 1 all over 1 plus E. So multiplication. Okay, so linabas ko lang muna. And then, gawin natin tong WS all over VS. Okay. Transform natin to. Gawin natin WS all over VS. So that is WS all over VS. That is equal to GS Y W. Okay, so gagamitin natin to dito. Okay? Then we substitute unit weight, that is equal to WS all over VS, that is GS YW. So GS YW plus WW, balikan natin ito mamaya, all over VS. And then don't forget the 1 all over 1 plus. Yan, okay? So pag-usapan naman natin itong WW all over VS. Okay? So gawin natin siyang WS all over VS also in terms of WS all over VS para makakuha tayo ng value ng specific gravity, and YW. Okay? So, gamit ako ng ibang sheet or bababa ko na lang to. Okay. So, dito tayo. Ayan. Okay, so balik natin yung equation ng ating moisture content. Ito, W, moisture content, W all over WS. Yan, okay? So that is moisture content, small w, that is equal to the total weight of your water all over the total weight of your soil solid. So tandaan nyo lahat to. Magagamit nyo lahat to. So that is the equation of your moisture content. Yan. Then paano natin gagamitin yan doon? Okay? So ganito yan. In terms of your WW, yan, you would have W, then WX. That is total weight of water that is equal to the moisture content W multiplied by the total weight of your soil solids. Yan. And then, gamitin natin to dito. Okay? So, lalagay ko siya dito. So, rewrite natin ulit. So, that is GSYW or gamma W. Natawag ko lang siyang Y para madaling sabihin. Okay? So, WW, that is W, moisture content, multiplied by the WW, WS, all over VS, multiplied by 1 all over 1 plus E. Yeah. So we would have, ulit, that is GSYW plus, yan, so WS all over VS. Ano ba yung ano natin, ginawa natin? Meron tayong WS all over VS dito. Okay? That is equal to GSYW. Pero huwag niyong kalimutan yung moisture content natin, W. Yan. GSYW all over, wala na pala to. Okay. So that is multiplied by 1 all over 1 plus E. Okay. So simplify natin or finalize na natin to. Okay. So that is, lalabas natin yung GSYW. So matitira is 1 plus small w, moisture content, goes, then GSYW, GS is specific gravity, all over your 1, balik natin yung 1 plus. Yan. Okay, so balikan natin to. Lagay ko lang si equation dito. Yan, compare natin. Okay. So ito yung pinoprove natin. So that is moisture or moist unit weight that is equal to 1 plus moisture content W, that is 1 plus W, multiplied by the specific gravity GS. GS pareho, and then your unit weight of water YW all over 1 plus E, E void ratio. Okay, so tama. Proven. So proven. Hirap magsulat. Yeah. Okay, so balik tayo sa ating PDF. Yan. Okay. Then, prove naman natin na si dry unit weight natin, that is equal to GSYW all over 1 plus E. Kung titingnan nyo, magkamukha lang sila. Ang mawawala lang is your total weight of your water. Yan. So, if wala tayong total weight of water, then wala tong term na to. Okay? So, explain ko na lang dito. Yan. Magsimula tayo sa WS all over V. Yan. Okay? So, yung mangyayari sa V natin, yung ginawa natin kanina, that would be equal to 1 plus E. This is smooth lang sa whiteboard. 1 plus E and then VS. Yan. And then sa taas naman, so that if that is WS, yan. And then this would be WS. Erase lang konti. Hirap na guys. That is equal to WS all over VS. And then balik tayo sa WS all over VS. That is GSYW. So, itong term na to is GSYW. Yan. So GSYW all over 1 plus E. Yun lang. Okay? Ito naman, transpose lang yung mga values sa equation na to. So next is another way to derive the equation sa wagas. Okay? So, meron lang konting correction sa ating handout. Yan, sa part 10 ito. Okay? So, the weight of water should be, or the WW should be equal to WGS. This W is moisture content. BS and YW. Yan. Okay. Okay. So we will consider two variables, which is your VW, that is the total volume of water, and your degree of saturation, to create your equation sa wagas, or that is S for degree of saturation, E for your void ratio, that is equal to your W. Okay, yung W dyan is maliit na W sana, which is your moisture content, and your specific gravity GS. Okay, so derive muna natin yung VW. Yan. Okay, so tayo sa ating whiteboard. Okay, so let me start with your VW. Okay, so we start with your VW. Okay, ano yung mga equations containing your VW? So start tayo sa ating unit weight. So unit weight of water. Unit weight of water is equal to, or umpisa tayo sa main definition ng ating unit weight. So that is unit weight, gamma, that is equal to the total weight of the certain object all over the total volume of that object. Okay, in this one we are pertaining to water. Okay, so we are talking about water, so that is unit weight of water. That is equal to the total weight of water all over your total volume of water. Yan. Okay? So with this one, we will have your VW. So that is VW equal to WW all over YW. Yeah. Okay? And we would have under WW, yung sinabi natin kanina, that is WGS, VS, and YW. Pero paano natin nakuha to? Okay? Paano ba natin nakuha to? Punta tayo dito. Mula sa definition natin ng specific gravity, yan, we will have your WS all over your ano ba to? BS YW. Okay? So with that, transform muna natin to into WW. Okay? Ano ba yan? Okay, so from the definition of your moisture content, so we have WS, WW, okay. Isip ko na lang to. So that is WW. So WW all over WS. Okay, so we will have ito, that is WS that is WS is equal to WW all over small w. Yan, okay? Then balik tayo dito. We substitute the value of WS, so that is W, lagay ko na lang sa baba yung small w, so that is small w, and then your BSW, BSYW, yan. So we would have yun nga, you would have WW equal to W small, moisture content, GS, specific gravity, BS, volume cell solids, and your YW. Yan. Kaya naging ganyan yan. Okay? Then tuloy natin to. So under is unit weight of water, YW, cancel YW. So we are left with VW equal to WGS and then BS. Yeah, okay. So we will use this later. So sunod is our degree of saturation. Yan, okay. So dito tayo. Gagamitin natin ito mamaya, this one. Okay, gagamitin natin ito mamaya. So punta muna tayo sa ating degree of saturation. So tandaan natin yung goal natin is to have our equation SE is equal to W moisture content GS or sewa gas. Yan. So for the definition of your degree of saturation, that is equal to the total volume of your water all over the total volume of your voids. Okay, and then from our recent na pag-prove, we have your volume of water that is equal to W GS YW. Okay. So we have WGS all over GSYW all over volume of voids VV. Ay. Sorry. Correction lang. Okay. Correct natin. So that is W GS and BS. So this one is all over VB. Okay? So kung titingnan nyo yung equation S, WGS, VS, and VB, ito na lang yung kailangan nating tanggalin, VS and VB, and kung kulang na lang is yung void ratio natin, which is E. So, with this 2, kailangan natin palabasin yung void ratio natin. Okay? So, from the definition of your void ratio, that is the ratio of the volume of your voids to the volume of your soil solids. Yan. And as you can see, baliktad lang dito. So, we would have Vs all over Bv. That would be equal to 1 all over E. So, balik tayo dito. Yan. Substitute lang natin yung mga nakuha nating values. So, we would have W, Gs, and Vs. Okay, wala na pala yung Vs. Itong parte na to. Yan. Ito ay magiging 1 all over E. Or simply E sa baba. Yan. And then, ito na lang natira, S, and this one. So, we would have our final equation, which is, yan, transpose lang natin doon E sa E. So, we would have S, which is degree of saturation, E for void ratio, and our moisture content in your specific gravity. Okay, so next is the relationship among unit weight, your void ratio, degree of saturation, and specific gravity. So this can be your general equation to derive all possible na hanapin sa problems. Okay? Yan. So we start with your moist unit weight muna. Okay? So for your moist unit weight, yan, moist unit weight, that is equal to your total weight of your soil mass all over the total volume of your soil mass. So that is equal to, for your total weight of soil mass, that is composed of the total weight of your soil solids. Iba yun na, yung soil mass at soil solids. Okay? When you say soil mass, it considers also the water and air. Okay? Pag sinabing soil solids, yung solids lang or solid particles lang doon sa soil mass niya. So that is Ws plus your weight of water all over Bs plus Vw. Okay? So, dito sa handout, inagay pa to. Pero para sa akin, kasi na-discuss ko naman na kanina yung Ws at Ww. Okay? Yan. Okay? So, we convert this Ws into Yw or Yw all over Vw. Yan. Saan ba nanggaling yan? Dito nanggaling yan. Okay, so that is, wait lang, baliktad pala. Okay. Itong Ww into Ywvw. Yan. Ano ba nangyari yan? That is from the definition of your unit weight. So, unit weight of water is the total is equal to the total weight of that object, which is water, all over the total volume of that object, which is also water. Yeah, so Ywvw. So if you convert this, that is Ww equal to transpose Yw and Vw. How about naman sa Ww natin, ay Ws natin, okay? So from the definition of our specific gravity, this one, so that is Gs, okay, so that is Ws all over R Vs Y double. Yan. So dito nang galing yan. So if we transpose this one, so that is Yw, Gs, and Vs. Yan. Okay? And also, yan. Sa total volume naman, yan. Total volume naman, volume is equal to the total volume of your soil solids plus the total volume of your water. Okay, so we have a little correction on our PDF or our handout. instead of VW, it should be VV, or volume of voids. Also this one, and also this one. But with that, we have already discussed na yung total volume natin is equal to 1 plus E, those quantity, Vs. Yan, okay, so lipat tayo sa ating whiteboard. Okay, so yan, lipat ako dito. So we have that is V, or weight, that is degree of saturation, equal to V, VW all over VV. VV, magagamit natin ito mamaya, and E is equal to V all over Vs. Yan. So tandaan yung mga equations na to, paggamit nito sa mga exams nyo. Okay? Then balik tayo sa ating weight. Di pala nakuha sa whiteboard. Yan. Okay? So dito tayo. So we recall na yung degree of saturation natin is equal to VW, or that is total volume of water all over the total volume of your voids, and your void ratio is equal to the total volume of your voids all over the total volume of your soil solids. Yan. So magagamit yan sa pag-derive ng equation na to. Okay, so starting from our unit weight, so that is unit weight equal to the total weight of the soil mass all over the total volume. Yan. Okay, so under total weight, that is Ws, which is the total weight of your soil solids plus the total weight of your water, and then we consider your weight of air or gas is equal to 0, and under your total volume, that is B, or discuss naman na natin kanina, that is 1 plus E, 1 plus E and Vs. If you want to recall, balikan nyo yung video natin kanina, yung discussion natin kanina. Okay, so with this one, we expand your Ws. Okay, yung Ws natin from the definition of your GS. Yan. So that is Ws all over Vs y, or V VW, VW YW. Okay, so instead of your Vs, instead of VW, you write this GS is equal to Ws all over VSYW. Okay. Yeah. So we rewrite your Ws, that is equal to, if we transpose this to this side, you will have GS VS YW. Yeah. And for our WW, from the definition of your unit weight, that is WW all over VW. Yeah. So we will have your VW YW. Okay. Yeah. Then 1 plus E multiplied by your Vs. Okay, so if we distribute this one, okay, so we would have your GS YW yan, plus for this one, so that is VW all over VS, plus this one, so YW all over 1 plus E. Okay, so ito na lang yung problema natin. Okay, so we will try to derive that one from the equations of your degree of saturation and your void ratio. So I will try to rewrite your degree of saturation, so that is VW all over volume of voids. So yan, so we will have VW, para may VW tayo dito, yan, that would be equal to S and then VV. Okay, for your void ratio naman, so that is E, gagamitin ko to, that is VV all over VS. Then dahil VS pa yung kailangan ko, so I will have VS that is equal to VV all over E. Yan, so gagamitin ko naman yan dyan. Okay, and then if we try to substitute, yan, or gawin ko muna yung VW all over VS. So VW all over VS from the derivations of S and E. Yan, so VW is S and then VV, habang naman sa VS is VV all over E, and then tataas yan, cancel to, and then we would have your S and E, degree of saturation and void ratio. Okay, so lagay natin dito GS YW plus S and E YW all over 1 plus E. Finalize the equation, then we would have GS plus SE all over 1 plus E. Yan. Yung YW, lalabas lang natin. Okay. So we will have GS E Y W. Yan. Okay. So ito yung equation natin. So GS plus SE YW all over 1 plus E. If we go back to our PDF, yan. Okay. So PDF natin. So yan. We have your unit weight that is equal to SE plus GS all over 1 plus E multiplied by unit weight of water YW. Okay? And meron tayong note dito. So unit weights for dry, fully saturated, submerged cases can be derived from the upper equation. Okay. Yan. Pero ito, okay? If we say fully saturated and submerged, yan. Pag fully submerged and fully saturated, pareho lang yan. Okay? Unahin natin yung for fully saturated. Derive natin yung equation ng unit weight for fully saturated. Fully saturated unit weight, that is Y saturated. Yan. Okay? Since pag fully saturated, we consider your unit or your degree of saturation equal to 1.0. Yan. Also, yan. So we derive your unit weight. Ito na lang. Okay? So that is Y saturated. Lagay lang natin to. S is equal to 1.0. Then we will have your equation as GS. I-rearrange ko lang. E. Dali itong GS plus SE. But since hindi na magsusulat. Ayaw magsulat. Wait lang. Ayan, okay. GS plus E. Yan. So, dati itong GS plus SE, yan, mula sa dinerive nating equation. GS plus SE all over 1 plus E. Huwag niyong kalimutan yung unit weight ng water. Okay? So, baba ko lang konti. Or doon lang sa other side. Yan. Doon lang. So, walang space. So, for dry soils, for fully dry soils or dry soils, the dry unit weight would be, yan, dry unit weight to. Okay? So, if we consider it as a dry soil, then we all know that degree of saturation is equal to 0. Bakit ba? Degree of saturation is the volume of water all over volume of your voids. Since fully dry, then there is no water, VW would be equal to 0. Okay? And also, water content. Since dry, water content is equal to 0. Ano bang effect niyan? Okay? Mula sa equation natin, meron tayong SE. Yan, okay? So, SE is equal to moisture content GS or the Sewa gas. Okay? Since W is equal 0, yan, pag 0 tong side na to, then 0 yun yung SE natin. And then, if we go back to our equation, that is WD would be equal to, matitira na lang dito is yung GS natin. Okay? So, that is specific gravity YW all over 1 plus yan. And if you need other relationships with your unit weights, ito yung table nasa handouts nyo na. And then if hindi nyo maintindihan or badi malasin, you can contact me on Messenger naman. Okay? Yan. So we go through, punta tayo sa ating relative density. Yan, yung relative density natin. Okay, ano ba yung relative density? So the relative density is the parameter that compare the volume reduction achieved from compaction to the maximum possible volume reduction. Okay? So, the relative density, yan. Ito yung symbol ng relative density natin, that is dr. Yan, dr. Okay? It is also called the density index. So, commonly used to indicate the in situ denseness or looseness of the granular soil. Kapag sinabi natin in situ, yan, yung in situ na term, yung in situ, meaning instant. Yan, okay? It means, sa simpler na term, yun po yung result na nakukuha instantly. Meaning, let's say sa soil. Let's say sa soil natin, okay? Kapag mineasure natin yung density ng soil without any processes na maka-apekta ka din yung soil, that is the in situ density naman. Okay? Parang ganun. Okay? Yan. So, to further na, yan. Baba tayo. Okay? Yan. Ano ba yung sinasabing loosest state and densest state? Okay. State tayo ng facts. Mas ko lang konti ito. Yan. Okay. Okay. Yan. Punta muna tayo sa intermediate state. Yan. Sa intermediate state, also called your in situ state. Yan. Kapag sinabing in situ, ito yung nakukuhang result. Ito yung nakukuhang result pagkahukay pa lang sa iyong soil sample. Okay? Ito yung nakukuhang results from your virgin soil sample. Ito naman yung kapag dense state naman, ito naman yung result kapag kinompact mo yung soil after compaction. Ito yung result after compaction of soil. It will become more dense. Okay? And for the loosest state, yan, ito naman yung result after nga nag-e-expand yung soil due to mechanical na, let's say, Ilocano Alatan, you have a soil sample, then winarawaram, and then it will become loose. And if the soil becomes loose, then it will tend to expand kasi mas darami yung void sa loob ng soil sample mo. Okay? So, punta tayo dito. Yan. So if you can see this one, sa loosest state, doon mo makukuha yung Emax mo. Bakit ba? Okay? Dahil sa loosest state po, okay, loosest state, yun po yung pinakamaraming voids. Bakit ba? Okay, from the formula of your void ratio, that is volume of voids all over the volume of your soil solids. So if your volume of voids increases, then the void ratio also increases. Okay? And if the soil is loose, then mas marami yung void sa loob ng soil. Okay? Kabaliktaran naman, if your imin naman kapag dense or most compact state naman ng soil nyo, makukuha nyo yung minimum void ratio. Kaya nga nang sinabi ko, kapag kino-compact mo yung soil, mag-change yung volume ng soil natin. Lilit yung volume. Bakit ba? Lilit po yung voids natin. And remember, yung voids lang po yung lumiliit ang volume. Kaya yung soil solids natin, constant na po yung volume dyan, constant na rin po yung mass niya. Okay? Di yan nagbabago. Kung pwede lang magbago dito is yung voids mo at yung boyfriend mo. Okay? Yan. Okay? So, tapos, okay? Also, sabi ko nga kanina, yung measure ng ating compaction is through density and unit weight, or dry density and dry unit weight. Yan, so density. So the density natin, that is mass all over volume. Okay. So paano ba to? Okay, as your volume goes up, yan, mas malaki yung volume, mas liliit yung value ng ating density. Kapag mas maliit yung volume, then mas lalaki yung value ng ating density. So yan. So the higher your density is, the more compact or the more dense your soil is. Okay? Yeah. So in computing your relative density, so we have two equations in terms of your void ratios or in terms of your dry densities or dry unit weight. Yeah. Okay. So we have this one. So relative density is equal to your Emax. Yeah. Yung E is the in situ void ratio. Yun po yung values na nakukuha kapag hindi pa processed yung soil mo. Yan. Emax is the void ratio at the loosest state. Yan. At the loosest state of your soil. And the Emin is the void ratio at the densest state or most compact state of your soil. Yan. Ito po yung natin, difference ng void ratio and your dry unit weight. Yan. So for your loosest state, you will have your Emax, but you will have your YD. Okay? Kasi nga, the more compact your soil is, the higher your dry density or dry unit weight. And the loosest The more compact your soil is, mas lilit yung void ratio niya. Okay? In terms of your dry unit weight naman, ito po yung equation natin. Yan. Ito na lang po yung gamitin niya. So that is in situ dry unit weight minus your minimum dry unit weight all over your maximum dry unit weight minus your YD mean, then quantity of YD max all over your Y. Okay. So kapag sinabi ng problem na this is the void ratio at the loosest state, yan, yun po yung Emax niya. Kapag sinabi naman na this is the void ratio at the most compact state, then that is your Emin. Baliktad naman, kapag sinabi naman na this is the dry unit weight at the loosest state, and that is the YD mean. Kapag naman sinabi na this is the dry unit weight at the most compact state, then that is your YD max. Yan, yun lang. Okay. Pareho lang naman to. Then, at the next videos, we will try to solve sample problems para mas lalo nyong maintindihan yung mga relationship ng ating mga variables sa geotechnical engineering. Okay? Salamat, mga bossings.